Hey, Sal.
Cuenca, Ecuador.
Yes.
That's sort of in the center too, isn't it?
Center, southern. It's
Center
more coastal than Quito, obviously. Quito's,
in the Andes.
yeah, up in the Andes. So it was much lower in altitude, which we enjoyed. Easier to breathe. Air is always good.
Yeah. I liked Cuenca a lot. I would go back there. I'm going to say that right off the bat. I thought it was beautiful.
Yes.
Chic, metropolitan city. It was clean. We stayed very close to the Plaza de Armas, and there's this beautiful new church with 3 blue domes, and it was really beautiful.
Really stood out. They have a hop on, hop off, and we took it up to an overlook, and I mean you can see the church, in the middle of the city. Not really the middle, but in the city, and it really stood out. It was beautiful.
Yeah. It's very walkable, really enjoyable. In fact, somewhere in that area, I think it's near that church, the big church, the big main church, you can buy hibiscus tea or something. Do you remember that?
I don't
We
remember
waited in
that.
line for the tea, and it was good. There was a big line of people, tons of people.
So,
It was like a quarter.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, the food was really good. The food was really cheap.
Yeah.
There's a big expat population there, too.
Right.
I don't know what part of the city it was in. We didn't really explore it with that in mind. We just heard that.
Yeah. On the hop on, hop off, I think.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah, the hop on, hop offs are really good because you can listen. You plug in your headphones and they really give you good information about what you're passing by and history and who lives where and everything. So it's some really nice information when you do that. It's not
Sometimes
cheap,
you don't always feel like you want to walk around and just figure everything out on your own.
Right.
We'll find stuff and we'll look it up on Wikipedia later when we get back to our room sometimes. But sometimes it's just nice to be a passenger,
Right.
to be a tourist and be on a tour bus.
Yeah, it was nice and warm. We were sitting on top. Nothing. I guess there was a breeze, but nothing significant. But it was nice. I enjoyed the hop on, hop off. I liked the view. We were coming down a road and we were looking directly at the church and the domes, and it was great.
They have American dollars they spend,
Yeah.
which is quite nice. It makes it really easy. Figure out how much everything costs if you're
Assuming
American.
Right. If you're American, you're
United
using
States
US
of
dollars.
America.
Yeah. So.
What else? They had their old church. It was built in the 16th century, and they've turned that into a museum. We enjoyed that.
They had the river. There's rivers coming through town, and we walked along. It's like a park next to the river, and they have the roads going over it and bridges, and that was really nice.
I'm going to butcher. I think it's the Tomabamba River. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just delightful. There's an archaeological museum that was really, really interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was pretty big, and there's a adjacent archaeological site.
Yeah, you
Pungo.
just come out of the museum and you walk around the site. I like that.
Yeah, that was. I mean, there's a lot to do. It's a pretty big city.
I think it's 500,000.
No, that's pretty big.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely. I mean, when we were up at the viewpoint, one of the hop on and hop off stops, it's an overlook of the city, and you're looking out, miles across the valley.
Yeah.
And so it is, and it's very clean. It was a beautiful, clear day. I don't know if they're all like that, but the more days we were there, it was very nice.
It's still really close to the equator.
Yes, it is.
So,
a little south, but not
too far.
not significantly
I mean,
far.
I don't know.
It's still Ecuador. I learned that.
You're awesome.
I know. Sometimes they're just a little slow on the update.
There's a lot of restaurants right around the Plaza de Armas. We ended up having. Did we always eat in the same place? There was like a pizza place / sandwich shop / breakfast place, kind of close to our apartment that we were staying in.
I don't think we ate there all the time, but much of the time, yeah. So, you find somewhere it's good food.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we ate the same thing every time.
Yeah.
They had a nice variety, so go out and you know, try the different foods.
Did they have good graffiti there?
Yeah, they did. Well, it was hard to get on the hop on hop off. I should have set my camera to speed because a lot of them are a little blurry. But on some of their street corners, particularly, they'd have a wall, and it would just really have some beautiful stuff there. You know, graffiti art. It depends on how you look at it, but certainly no one was taking it down. It was, you know, excellent work. So I wish I would have set my camera to a quicker mode, and some of the pictures would have come out better. But yes, I enjoyed that.
Good. I think I like all of your photos of the graffiti. I think it's interesting to see. You know, you can't always tell what people are thinking, but the graffiti is a good measure of the political attitudes of particular sets of people.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I enjoy taking pictures of graffiti.
What else? I don't think there's much that we've missed talking about here. That pretty much covers Cuenca.
Yeah. No, how long did we spend there?
I think we were there about a week, 5 days, 4 or 5 days, something like that. We had a great Airbnb.
Yeah.
It was super comfortable, had beautiful views, and I think we were there over a holiday, maybe. Always a lot of holidays. You come to learn, like, man, everybody's celebrating something all the time. Well, good for them, but shops and restaurants shut down.
Yeah, you really do have to be aware of local holidays. That's important.
Before you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Easter, Orthodox Easter is not the same thing.
Right.
So it's like, you got to learn
Would you go back?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
And then would you recommend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Cuenca. It's they're Quito, Cuenca are the two big cities that I wanted to see in Ecuador. And as much as I like Quito, I think I like Cuenca better. It was a little more quaint.
Yes.
Not as high in altitude. Seemed to be Quito seemed to be very elongated, so it was from one end to the other was long, as opposed to Cuenca. It's kind of in a valley, and you could walk it not easily, but I mean, a few miles across. So
yeah.
You can absolutely walk Cuenca anytime. So I like that.
Yes, I agree. I think I also enjoyed Cuenca more than Quito. There was a certain feel about it that seemed familiar. I don't know what it was about it. It was just charming. It was a charming town.
Yeah.
Lots of good art and good museums and hop on, hop off and good water and good food.
Yeah.
Affordable. So, like the flight from California to Quito was only like 7 or 8 hours. It was surprisingly fast.
Yes.
Like we flew to Houston or something, and then flew to Quito.
And it's like just straight down. I mean, I always think of South America being so far east, and it's not. When we flew to Ecuador, it's like right below. I want to say Houston, but it could have been LA. I'd have to look at a map again. But I was really surprised that, I expected to fly east more, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's very much south.
So that's nice. It's accessible. Plus they have American dollars, United States of America dollars. So that made it easy as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no converting anything.
All right. Well, that covers everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Al.